Hello everybody and welcome to a train simulator video. In this video we shall be taking a look at a newly released sound pack for the class 323 electric multiple unit. So I've loaded the train up in Quick Drive and I'm going to give a demo of the sound set and tell you what I think about it. But first I need to go through a few things. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off pause menu. We're just going to click pause break to start out with. And this sound pack was developed by Steve Green. It is free to download from Alan Thompson Simulation. It does require the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 365 Enhancement Pack and Armstrong Powerhouse Class 390 Sound Pack in order to function correctly, because this sound set borrows a few sounds from those packs. So I will leave the relevant links down in the description below. Before we go into what Steve has added into this sound set, we need to just go through a few things that are wrong with the default sound set. So whilst Dovetail games had the distinctive traction motor wind-up sounds, they had the tendency to cut out when powering up. There was also no bogey run sounds, and there was also a motor drone sound that was reused apparently from the Class 170 Turbostar DMU. The motor would also sporadically sound when coasting when it shouldn't do, and also the train doesn't have auto numbering, which I failed to notice in my first look at the Cross City line the other week when on the day of that route's release. So in terms of what Steve has done for this sound pack, this is as of the 27th of the 3rd 2021 and is subject to changes and additions. So this is what the pack is like in its initial state. So the initial traction motor wind up has now been looped to be more prototypical, and also in turn stops it from cutting out. The transformer hum volume depends on the load. Fans depend on the reverser now rather than the power brake controller. The tail lamps are set on as default front and rear driving cars. There has been added flange and bogey sounds. The Kuju track run sounds have been removed. There's also been some added spool up of converter sounds. The emergency brake cuts off the regen brake sounds as per reality. And there's also been a balance of volume both for the external train sounds and the ambient sounds of the Cross City route itself. In terms of known issues and caveats, the scripting doesn't allow the driving car to send non-standard TS controller sounds to the rear car. This has been worked around by sending reverse and throttle notch to non-driving cars. This means that when you change ends, the automatic warning system will sound in non-lead cabs, but this can be cancelled. And also due to scripting complications, the compressor sounds only activate when the train has come to a complete stop. And then in terms of sounds of the rear driving motor car, they have a tendency to go out of sync, and this is possibly also due to a scripting issue on Dovetail's side of things. If you want to reskin the train, you need to utilise the train.bin blueprints as opposed to the original version, as this will result in default sounds being played out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a demo of the sounds without any commentary, so it gives you a good idea of what to expect, and then by the time I'm finished I will let you know what I think, and to end the video I shall do a quick install tutorial. So without further ado, let's get started. Right, okay, so we've stopped the train at Bourneville now, and this is what I think of the sound set. Overall, it is a much better representation than the current sound set, and it makes the Class 323 a lot more drivable. So, with that in mind, I would fully recommend this sound pack, and as always, the link will be down in the description below. And I do think that Steve has done an excellent job considering the complicated nature of the Class 323, and it is better than what Dovetail have been able to provide. Right, okay, so just before we end the video, we shall just show you how to install the sound pack. So once you've downloaded it from the website, you need to unzip the folder, and this can be done with a program called 7-zip or WinRAR or something like that. So I've got 7-zip, so if we right click on it and go to 7-zip, and then we just need to move down to extract here, click on that, and then we need to go down to the assets folder, which has been placed down here. So if we go to copy, and then we need to open up our Steam Apps folder, which I've made a shortcut to. Then we go into Common and Railworks, then we right click, paste, and then the computer's going to ask us if we need to replace them. We're going to acknowledge this and say OK to that. This won't affect your train sim install, it'll just add in the files that are needed for the Class 323 sound pack. So if we just click OK to that, and that is the install complete. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed looking at the sound pack, and I would recommend it fully. So thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and take care.